Hey yo, welcome back to episode 6 of The Road to Pro. If you're new here, I'm making a series showing what it takes to go pro in League of Legends. Have a little bit of a different gameplay here, really showing some of the JAYCE fundamentals. If you're looking to see how to win games without snowballing or dropping 20 kills, everybody likes to pop off, I agree. But there's ways that you can win by getting resources and manipulating the map in other ways. So hope you guys like this quick gameplay overview, followed by another VOD review really showing how to fundamentally use JAYCE and some of the range top matchups to garner leads. Hope you guys like it. Cheers.
Never a wrong step. Powering up.
Oh, jeez. Dude, really? You're fucking in lane there? You are... Interesting. Bro, what the fuck? Why am I tanking?
I'm always ready.
Dude, you guys need to fucking hit something.
Time to make a stand.
What's good, guys? Going to be doing a little bit of a gameplay review from a Lowmaster game that I played, JAYCE into Nasus. If you guys don't know, it's a little bit of a counter matchup just for the reason of he can neutralize you with E-Poke. It's kind of hard to get in. Yes, you can control the wave, but he can kind of sustain and, you know, run Dorn Shield, easily regen back. So we're going to jump into it real quick and kind of do a little bit of a live review. So first thing to kind of notice is I'm playing against Ghost Nasus. If you can get level 1 control, whether that's a late invade or you're a bit stronger, you want to maximize sort of every moment that you have in the game. We have Kha'Zix, JAYCE against Nasus Vi. We definitely win early. They do have Ashe Senna, so there's always the risk of them kind of stacking, but I'm really confident that we're going to win this. Just see how Nasus gets deleted. What I was going to do here is basically go in and ward his red level 1 over the wall as I recall. That way we have full control, and Kha'Zix can actually, you know, potentially even invade the Vi because they both get semi-low on their clears, but Kha'Zix has the ability to split map or do other things, but he already warded the Raptors. Kind of going into the lane phase, nothing too crazy about it. There's a couple of setups that you can do with JAYCE. I'm obviously learning more about it. I think into games that are not pro level, you can get away with going phase rush in some matchups and really doing the full lethality damage build and getting like high value through your champion, slowly pressuring for plates. So I definitely misplay here by auto attacking him like inside of the bushes and kind of drawing that turret or the minion aggro, make sure I'm always proccing mana flow band. Other than that, it's the basic gameplay of slow crashing the wave into his turret, trying to poke and harass him, deny CS, and go from there. Now that I have control, I place your ward. You know, Vi could have skipped a camp and been there a couple seconds earlier, but it's kind of hard for them to kill me with phase rush and flash, so it would have just been a waste of their time. Wave's bouncing a little bit, just doing my best to deny him everything that I can. See where it gets a little more interesting. Little bit of a 2v2 that happened top. Let's see. Honestly, I flashed it okay. I feel like I could have jumped back in right here and pressed E. I played a little bit incorrectly here. I think a Kha'Zix just jumps in immediately. We definitely burn his flash. Instead, Vi just sort of gets to walk away and not really burn anything. So that's a misplay on my side. I could have started it with phase rush and I had a biscuit up, so that was my bad. Nasus ends up having to base, but he fake based, so he didn't lose all the CS and experience. But what this does is I'm put in a situation here, I have a huge opportunity. I can walk back to lane and save TP, or I see my Kha'Zix top side still and there's a red buff up that he wants to play for. So the correct play, I think I did the right thing here, is immediately TP in. Hard push this cannon wave because this is his base timer. He would need to start his recall immediately, but I'm JAYCE, so I can walk in and just deny his base. And then we could play for the dive. Of course, this is assuming that my jungler will come top. So I cancel the base one time, hit him with EQ, which is good. So now Nasus is inherently going to lose this entire wave and the next wave, giving me a proxy opportunity, or, you know, he gets his base off and ETPs. I think if you have a flashless Nasus sitting there, Kha'Zix could have walked behind and pressed W, but, you know, he's got play on the other side of the map. So I get a quick proxy, get my reset in, come back with a longsword advantage here, refillable and extra potion. Very similar game plan. When I am weak side, I try to freeze the wave. When I'm strong side, I try to push the wave and get plates. So I mean, little bit of a trade here. Kind of speed through the rest of the gameplay. It's not super interesting, but just to show you what phase rush JAYCE can do, you know, you can kind of play in and out with some range the second you have a slight advantage in the form of a longsword. I have jack of all trades, that's why I went tier on top of boots, and you can just see it's so easy. You know, he pops ult preemptively because he thinks I'm going to do something, but that's really all the damage I have. So I continue to just chunk him out. Now that he doesn't have ulti, he has no kill pressure on me, he has no sheen, so I'm constantly hitting. I see my Kha'Zix top side and he has his camps already, or enemy camps, so Vi can't be there. So my game plan is pretty good. It's very unfortunate that he got Ocean, because this sort of gives the Nasus the opportunity to scale freely into the game. Sort of just microing a team a little bit, small trades, you know. This is just power of phase rush JAYCE here. If you have grasp into into Nasus, you know, he can actually just go mana flow, scorch, and just press E on you, and you can never get into range to auto attack him. So you'll end up being up 20 CS. But with phase rush JAYCE, you can just do this and just walk at him, easily blowing a lot of his damage, space him pretty easily. By the time his you know, E's back up, you can just walk out, get his ulti for free, which is nice. So I'm basically being a little mosquito, a little bit of a bug here. Here he all-in me again. I guess not all in, but chunked me out. Well, I guess he all-in me with ult. So I had to ult and run back. Malzahar makes a quick roam, but quick mistake. So my gameplay is very consistent, as you can see. It's farm, push for plates. In a losing matchup, I'm not going to be able to solo kill him unless he really oversteps, which in this elo it will happen all the time. But, you know, this guy plays his champion to a certain degree. He's not, you know, psychopathic top or an insane Nasus player. We're just trying to deny and make sure I have control over grubs. So if my, you know, jungle's on the bot side of the map, I used a blue trinket here on the grubs to make sure that they weren't starting them. And with my prio, I'm able to deny Vi from taking them. Get first turret top, and this is where the game really starts changing. I think everybody makes mistakes, and I play a little differently. As you can see, I'm 9.2 CS per minute, or per 10, which is pretty good. Like, it could be better. I'm not pro, but working on it. And this is where people just hard shove on repeat. They see a wave, they kill the wave, and they go to move. You have, like, Alois does a very good thing where he has higher agency champions like Riven that he can sort of jump over the wall and move. In matchups where they're trying to scale and farm back, it's really good just to have control over the river, like a pink here. And it forces them to walk up, and you just hold the wave. Like, what can they do? There's no objectives on the other side of the map. I don't have TP. Nasus is just looking to get free farm, get Trinity Force, and then, you know, kill me. I thought my team was here. I was pinging them to go, so this is just my bad. I mean, Vi could have Q-flashed me. She could have ulted me. It was definitely good to flash early there. When you don't know, it's better to be safe than sorry. Then we start the skirmish. I obviously have item advantage. Nasus is in a bad place. I can easily space him even though I got hit by Ash Arrow. The wave's even still good, right? And then now that he's dead, I have the opportunity to get my base off. So it's forcing him to walk up. And you can see I sort of do the same thing in repeat. I bounce the wave. Instead of walking bot or opening mid and trying to pressure for T1, I know there's only so much I can do and the rest of my team's winning. All I have to do is just walk back top, hold the wave here. Nasus can't play the game. It might be annoying, but it's how you win. Second thing, now that I saw there's an opportunity or there's a play on the other side of the map, potentially an opportunity to break. I see Vi's going bot here, so I immediately go for a TP play to sort of counter it. Not the best. I pulled the trigger a little too early here. But they get two-man ultied by Orianna. Fight's basically lost. I'm just going to try E and phase rush out of here with save Milio. I do see Kha'Zix Malzahar getting a lot of gold on the other side of the map, and they could easily rotate down, which is sort of what I'm playing for. The way you want to think about these fights is if you are fighting two people in a fist fight, you don't want both people punching you at the same time. You want to make sure you're spacing them, bob and weave to the other side, so only one of them's hitting you at the same time. And that's how you try to play these fights. So I easily, you know, chunk, phase rush, jump out, space, run back, repeat. Wait for your cooldowns, do it again. And then we have Kha'Zix coming from behind. These guys are very, very dead. You kind of pussied out a little bit. I could have QE'd and easily cleaned that up. Coming out, this is where Jhin decides to go on the other side of the map when Dragon's coming back. This is a misrotation from my bot side. I should be walking top here. And we should just be playing for drag. I mean, the same thing works if both my bot lane goes top because I'm so strong. You know, I'm basically 10 CS per 10. I have 5 plates, first turret, a lot of gold. Opting to go Yomu's first just to move around and have higher tempo and move around the map. I don't know if that's the best play, but you know, we'll see. Gameplay is pretty consistent. We're just slowly cleaning up the map, but the big moves are playing weak side, strong side properly, pinging and making sure I'm communicating with my team. The level 1 wards, like all these little things add up to make sure that my bot lane's not dying. Like we know that enemy Vi was starting bot side and pathing up, which led to Kha'Zix invading, and it all starts from me calling a level 1 invade against a flashless Nasus and how we kind of compound and snowball a lot of these plays. Don't ever buy the upgraded boots, by the way. It's a big bait until you're on item 4. Just continue to buy damage as best as you can. My team's so strong so they can do this. I was pinging them and I said, hey, let's go out of con and we can just close out the map easier. But, you know, staying works as well. It's just a little bit of a flip. But yeah, that's sort of the game there. They end up FFing here. Even though you think of it as low impact, who ended up doing the most damage, you know, who ended up having pretty decent KDA, but high CS per 10, all stems from one player. So much we can still improve on. Hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of analysis. Cheers.